All right, hello, wine-drinking people. Today is Friday, the 24th of January. We've got some incredible wines we're taking down tonight. Madeira, some of my favorite wines. And you know, my favorite wines speak volumes about the place where they come from because that's the important thing about great wines is the terroir and the earth that they come out of. And this wine that we have on today's offer is one of the most unique producers on earth. Well, first of all, he specializes in red wine in a part of Italy, Friuli, where they're famous for white wines. And it's very hard in this cold climate to get red grapes very, very ripe. So Michele Moschioni, some of his mentors would be Dalforno and Gravner, great producers, and probably why he uses the drying method, similar to what they do in Amarone on some of his wines to get some concentration and richness. And hey, Robert Parker Jr. rated these wines and called them kinky and pornographic, the first few vintages. I've never heard a wine described like that, but they are very unique. When you stick your nose into Pignolo, Schiopettino, Refusco, or Tazzalanghe, these are grapes that most people have never heard of, and they're very unique, very different, and like I said, just mind-blowing for the first time you have them. You can know when I like a wine. We get it in all three sizes. Well, actually, the small one is Piccolite, which is a very rare dessert wine, which this wine is also mind-blowing. It really needs to be tasted to be believed. One of my favorite Pignolos that I've ever had is from Moschioni. This wine has got a thick black cherry color, lots of seductive blackberry from the nose, layers of spice, exotic floral notes, dark earth, and these wines all have a similar minerality to them. If you open them all up at once, as I've had the opportunity to taste with Michele and try the whole entire line, you really notice that one consistent vein through all of them, which is the minerality, the earth. And they do use some new barrique with this top line, so you notice some of that chocolate, that espresso, that spice you get from oak. But these wines are so rich and concentrated. The dry extract numbers for these wines are off the charts. Sometimes they wait until November to harvest the grapes. Well, like I said, we've got these wines in a couple different sizes, and 2004, the last release that we've got from the importer, I don't know if they're still bringing in these wines. Well, the wines we just got from them are discounted. You'll notice on this sale the ones that are more heavily discounted than the others, like the Magnums of the 04 Schiopettino, a killer wine. I don't want to say next to the Pignolo, my next favorite wine. Some vintages I like the Schiopettino even better. Really unique aromas, sweet tobacco, almost port-like on the nose, the Schiopettino, molasses, brown spices, dried cherry, dried plum-like fruit, balsamico notes in this wine. Really wild, and a lovely texture on the tongue. This is 16% alcohol, but the wine still has lovely balance. Well, check it out. We've got Refusco. We've got a blended wine that he does called Celtico Rosso, which is Cabernet and Merlot. That's right. They've got some international varietals there. But like I said, all of these wines, incredible. And some of my favorite wines that I have in the store from Italy, the Moschioni wines. Check them out. I'm your host, Andrew Lamposoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying, remember, always drink the good stuff first.